guys, Ben Hart here. Let's talk about playing over a E chord with some open notes down here, going from an E to an A. So if you're in the key of A and you've got like maybe an ending where you got a couple bars of E and you're heading back to A, here's a little pattern or lick in the chicken picking style. So is the sound of it. So first off, I'm thinking about, okay, so I got this E chord, and we like to add the 7 in there, and we like to go from minor third to major third. So I'm going to start out low here. All right, so I'm going to slide in from the 3rd fret to the 4th fret on the low E string. All right, and I want to add some like open notes to this and make it real percussive and jump around a lot, kind of give it a different sound like that. And so I'm going to go 2nd fret on the D string, and I got that E right there on the 2nd fret, and then I pull off, and that's the flat 7, open D. All right. And then I come... All right, so there. So once we go back, after we pull off to that open, we'll come back down here and hit the 3rd of the chord again on that E string. So we're going back and forth. We're kind of skipping a string there. And then I kind of palm mute that on the 4th fret of the E string. So, all right. And then I'm going to think right here, I'm going to go. So I've got minor third and major third on because I got an open G. And I can go from G to, G sharp right there, which is minor third and major third in the key of E. All right. And then I got that E right there on the 2nd fret of the D string. All right. So there is, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. All right, so then we go back to the 1st fret of that G string since we're right there, and we're going to slide up, and it's going to get our hand up here, slide up from the 1st fret to the 4th fret, and now I'm kind of thinking about this shape of E, and then I'm going to slide in from that minor third, major third thing right there, and it's going to get me to this. I'm going to go 5th fret to 6th fret, and then I'm going to skip a string, go to the 5th fret up there, and that's going to be the 3rd, and the 1 of the chord really still says it's E. All right. And then I'm going to slide. When I hit that 5th fret, it's going to be a slide down to the 3rd fret on that B string. And then I'm right there, so I'm going to hit the 4th fret. Kind of like I went, but I just did 1. And then I'm going to hit the 4th fret and use that as kind of a ghost note and palm mute it, I think. Or you can hit it open. Depends on how percussive you want it to sound. And the 4th fret on the D string. All right, so... All right, and then I'm going to slide into an A chord and go... All right, so I'm going to go 1st fret on B string, slide into the 3rd of an A chord, so your ear really says, hey, I'm headed somewhere else. So I'm going 1st fret to 2nd fret, and that's at C sharp, and then while holding that down to the 2nd fret on the G string, which makes it an A and C sharp. That's the 1 and the 3 of the chord. So it says, hey, we're back to A again, and you can hear that while you're playing. So... And go back and forth between these 2 fingers, add the... So if you're 1, 2, 3, 4, here comes an E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, back to A. 2 bars of E. All right, so there's a little lick you can do over an E chord in the key of A to kind of finish out your solo.